Hello and welcome guys to another F1 Manager video. Today we'll be doing the Singapore Grand Prix. We currently sit in 8th in the championship standings, as we're behind Williams and ahead of Haas, Alpine and Kick Sauber. We've got race targets to fill in. We don't expect much, so I'm going to go 21st or higher for Fittipaldi, and for Bottas it'll be 17th and higher.
Our Formula One season continues here.
We're going to put Paul Aaron into the car for practice 1. I was hoping we could do Antonelli, but apparently he's not available. So we'll simulate. We're going to have grid penalties for this race, so we shouldn't expect too much.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This
Have to buy a new engine for Fittipaldi, as he doesn't have anything that it will work.
Okay, so the green light is now.
Radio check, radio check.
Copy. Radio check is good.
Radio check, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that's loud and clear.
Warm up the tires.
Push 2 steps harder.
We're going to get our drivers ready to go for their first push lap of the 2 that they will have. So the car seems to be pretty poor at this Grand Prix, so we'll see what we can do. Put deploy on for both cars,
Copy.
and we'll see how we go.
suggestion is to cool the rear. Copy.
Yeah, so we put in some times, Bottas going 8th at the moment, and Fittipaldi in 14th at the moment. As times will come in and change, they're only 4 tenths different, so there's a little bit of an improvement needed on Fittipaldi's side of the garage. Red flags come out in the track as we're just about to go out for our lap. Esteban Ocon having a problem, as he's had a crash.
Warm.
Get them ready for their second lap as of the
Mode out.
red flag.
Mode out.
Copy.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Overtake available.
Copy. Copy.
No improvement for
Mode charge.
Fittipaldi, as Bottas is going to have to hope that other cars don't improve now as of his problematic crash. And unfortunately that crash has cost us getting through to Q2. So that's it. We're out. We're doing soft, medium, hards for Fittipaldi and soft, medium, soft, soft for Bottas.
The anticipation is... And this is it. The Singapore Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Bottas getting overtaken in the first couple corners by Sargent and Magnussen as he's 3 wide with them. And he loses the position to Sargent and Magnussen gets better traction for a second. But he's able to hold it around the outside as Fittipaldi stays in last. And Bottas loses out in his position, so he goes into last place, or second last place. Bottas looking for the overtake on Magnussen, as Magnussen holds his position.
I can't go faster. Keep focus, everything can happen. Keep focus. And small lift off to the tires.
Copy. DRS enabled. Here's the car ahead of you.
I'm going to make them calm down their tyres so they don't burn their tyres out too early on.
Right, we're at turn 9. That's the location for this one. The gap opens up for them.
Bottas makes a move on Magnussen, getting him up to
Now
20th
Bottas
place.
moves up the field.
Bottas getting a position on Coria, getting him up into 19th. Fittipaldi looking to make a position on Coria as he goes up into 21st place. Coria just not being at a good level for the team and is costing the team any chance of getting points, as we took Bottas from them halfway through the season due to Van Dorn's very bad performances. So now we have Bottas, who scored our only points of the season, only 3 points, in a sprint race where he came 6th, as he's currently chasing Joe down to get a position on him, as he's doing a bit better on his tyres, so we're going to do the same. Bottas is caught up to the back ahead with Hulkenberg and Zhou in it. So now he'll be able to make some more moves on other drivers. Bottas makes a move on Hulkenberg, getting up into 18th place. As we have Fittipaldi relaxing
Now this
in
was well through
21st.
Bottas. It's there for the taking. That sees them move up into 18th.
Copy.
And box, box.
Copy, box.
And we box, box.
Okay, box.
We're gonna put Bottas on the soft tyres so we can undercut other drivers to be able to hold them up later on in the race to get positions.
Track is clear.
Flat out.
No saving.
Copy. Box, box.
Copy, I'm gonna box.
We need to manage front left.
Yeah, copy.
Can push one step more. And we need to increase lift off.
Copy.
Tires are all good.
Copy.
So as DRS behind.
We've been helped out by Verstappen, as he's made Joe have to slow down to get overtaken. But we'll see how it goes when we have to let him through, as we'll let him through now. Looks like we're being slightly held up, and Joe will be able to catch up from that. It doesn't look like it's going to be too damaging. Courier just overtook Fittipaldi before the pit stop. So now we got Fittipaldi coming into the pits. .7, the second stop. A decent pit stop for Fittipaldi. At least that'll put him out in 22nd for the moment, with pit stops in hand.
Magnussen ahead.
And you're doing a good job on tires.
Courier's looking to defend on Bottas, except he's on a completely different strategy, so he won't really have to defend from us. As we'll see if tail orders happen, as Joe needs to get past Courier to get towards us. As he is holding him up and may actually put him out the DRS range now, as Joe's really getting slowed down by Courier.
How are my tires, Sam?
The tyres are on the cold side.
Safety car, follow the reference. Charge on. Follow the reference, stay positive.
Copy.
And work on tires and brakes. We need to keep temperature on the front, especially weaving. We need weaving.
We need to get these tyres to last.
Copy.
We need more lift and coast.
Yeah.
Gonna do medium hards to the end for Bottas now, so I'll make sure he pits. As Fittipaldi, we probably should have just waited for his pit stop even longer, as he would have been able to benefit from the safety car, but he won't be able to, as he's already doing the strategy that he's got.
There is a crash. Yeah, all okay. Watch for debris there.
Courier caused the crash to happen, so he's been given a penalty. Didn't get to see the penalty or what happened, but Courier caused it is all that I know. And it's probably helped him out a little bit, as now he'll get to pit under the safety car, which won't help Fittipaldi out.
Which position are we?
V16 for the moment. Albon in front. We need to start protecting the rear.
All good. Copy.
Overtake available.
Copy.
You can push harder.
You're good to push. Mode race.
Yep, copy.
To confirm, safety car will come in this lap. For the restart, we will need mode race,
Copy.
and you can use
We're
overtake.
getting to go as fast as they can to catch up to the safety car if possible. And a red flag's happened. One manual Correa has gone
All it
out
can take is one
and crashed
mistake,
on track, which will
one
bring
momentary
things back
lapse
to
of
the start.
concentration.
We'll go softs for Fittipaldi, and for Bottas we'll also put on softs, as that's all I need to get to the hards on track. That's why I skipped a few laps, so I'll be able to do that now.
Here we go once more. The track is ready, and so are the drivers. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Off we go for the restart, as Bottas and Enzo Fittipaldi look to make positions off the start, as Bottas goes around the outside of Hulkenberg and Fittipaldi on the inside of Sargent, as they both seem to hold their positions, as Enzo Fittipaldi will look for a position on Hulkenberg, as Bottas will look for a position on Albon. As Piastri's taken the lead over Verstappen, and Bottas makes a position on Albon, and Enzo makes a position on Hulkenberg. It's a good start for us. We're in 15th and 17th now on track.
And with one step more management, 12.
Copy.
We're going hards to the ends after this soft compound tyre has worn off.
Frustrating.
The race is not over.
Enzo looks to make position on Albon, but he can't, as it seems like everyone else is going hards. Or at least most people around us are going in the hards, as some others are on the softs. Bottas makes a position on Stroll, gets up into P14. We'll be looking to make as many positions as possible up in the race. Then on the hards we'll get into clear air and hopefully be able to drive away into a points paying position. It'll be quite hard to get to the points, but if we can, that would be ideal. currently have Bottas chasing down Gasly in 12th, as they're both on soft tyres. Enzo Fittipaldi stuck behind Sargent, who's on the soft set of tyres as well.
No DRS available, no DRS available.
Copy.
Sainz has a terminal fault, which will cause him to retire from the race, and will give Alonso a chance at points. As we're going to need a red flag here at the perfect time to let us go on to the next set of tyres, which would be ideal if it were to happen in the next couple laps. So we might try to stretch these tyres out as long as we can to get that benefit of a safety car
We need to protect the front tires.
or a red flag.
I can't go faster.
Keep focus. You have Ocon behind now. We box.
Copy, box.
We need to increase the pace a bit.
Sergeant is in front. "24 laps to go. 4 more tires.
We need to slow down.
Copy.
Pace ourselves.
Copy.
Now there's been an issue in the pits.
Tires have stabilized.
Copy.
Flat out.
Sainz has finally retired from the race as Albon and Bottas are battling for position. Albon on fresh softs, so he'll probably get well ahead of us as we're stuck on the hards.
It's okay.
ESC. Follow your delta.
Yeah, copy.
We need to get these tires to last.
Copy. We can push a bit more. We no longer need any liftoff for fuel. Copy.
If that was a safety car, that would have been perfect, but unfortunately it's only a VSC, which won't help us out, and probably will help Alpine out.
ESC ending, mode race.
Copy.
No more management needed. DRS enabled.
No management needed. Copy.
No overtake.
Copy.
A lot of mechanical failures at the moment, so that's going to loft some points positions for other teams like Alpine at the moment, and probably Williams too, as they seem to be with a good chance if Hamilton retires from the race.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
Push now.
Copy.
Check reflect.
Fortunately for us, we finished 13th and 15th. That's a decent race for us in the end, as we've gained a lot of positions. But Williams have scored a point, which will mean we'll have to score 2 points to beat them. But it doesn't really matter if we don't, as we'll have a lower target for next season. So we'll be able to loft ourselves up the grid even quicker.
And no doubt, Verstappen.
Max wins over Norris and Piastri. Alex Albon scores 1 point for Williams, which puts them on 4 points. Pierre Gasly just short of the points, with Ocon not too far behind, as Valtteri got 13th and Enzo got 15th. In the drivers, Max Verstappen leads over Leclerc and Sainz, with Valtteri in 14th and Enzo Fittipaldi down into 18th. In the constructors, Red Bull lead over Ferrari and McLaren. We are still in 8th, 1 point behind Williams. Probably going to get booted out of our own team at the end of the season. I wish there was a way in the game where you couldn't get booted out, but at the moment that's what it's looking like. As we're somehow $30 million in debt, which is not as bad as I thought we were doing, but apparently it is. We don't have money to save Paul Aaron from getting taken out the team, so we're just going to have to let him go. We're probably going to simulate a few races just to see what happens in the rest of the season. As it looks like Enzo Fittipaldi's going to get a contract somewhere else, so he'll be out of the team. Antonelli being poached isn't good, but we'll probably buy him out of that contract anyway to put him in the seat if we're not fired by then.
Welcome to the...
Okay, so we're going to simulate through this weekend.
Well, the excitement...
So we've qualified in 20th and 14th for the sprint race. See how we go during the sprint race. Or sprint race for us, as we got missing car parts now on this car. So we're gonna have to fix the car up quite a bit. We're starting 19th and 15th, which is decent in qualifying. We'll see how we go for the race.
Max Verstappen has done it. He's sealed.
Enzo Fittipaldi had a decent race and Bottas not the best. It's not the worst for us as a team, as Williams get more points and Alpine get their first point of the season. He's already been taken by the team, but apparently he's in an external contract offer again. And now he's got Williams as well.
We return once more to the hustle and bustle.
We'll probably do the Las Vegas Grand Prix as our next race, but for now we're going to skip through these races, as we've had a decent qualifying with 13th and 17th.
Sometimes.
probably actually just simulate the rest of the season and see what happens going into the next season, and then that'll be it for the stream. Then we'll save the full next season for another time. We're probably going to get kicked out of our own team, so we're going to have to start somewhere else and probably work our way to getting back into this team. So we'll probably be back for Season 3, but we'll be gone for Season 2.
Hello and welcome as our Grand Prix weekend. Let's hope the teams took full advantage.
So for the sprint, we ended up getting 18th and 20th in the sprint, and for the qualifying session, we got Enzo Fittipaldi up there and Bottas at the very bottom. So 13th and 21st, we'll start the racing.
The Red Bull team are going to be...
Red Bull seem to have won the Constructors or Drivers title, 1 and 2. As we get a P6 19 and 20th. I think they're just rubbing in our faces at this point of Fittipaldi getting taken, as they keep on taking Enzo Fittipaldi from us, even though he's already been signed.
Welcome to the Silver State of Nevada. As always,
Enzo Fittipaldi got 16th as Valtteri got 20th. Not a great Grand Prix for us, but at least our rivals didn't get any points.
Our calendar brings us to the Middle East this weekend for the Qatar Grand Prix. Well, it's a different... We'll practice.
In the sprint, we got 13th and 15th, or 15th and 18th. And in qualifying, seemed to qualify down the back of the grid in 16th and 17th.
As always,
One more race to simulate, and then we'll do the end of the season and start the new season off, and then that'll be it for the rest of the video. the season draws to a close. We're going to use the most burnt parts we have for Bottas, as we're not spending any money to go further in debt, as that would just doom us for next season if we were to do that. So we're probably going to get fired from here, so we'll probably have to work at Haas or Kick instead and work our way back to this team.
As always, there will be lots to talk about.
We got 14th in the DNF in the end of the season, as Verstappen wins the championship over Leclerc and Norris. And in the drivers' standings, it's Red Bull over Ferrari and McLaren. We ended up in P9 with 3 points from Bottas in the sprint race, in the Austrian sprint race, as we'll finish off the season and see where things go. In Formula 2, Behrman won over Marty and Hadjar. We got some other drivers all around, as looks like Kimi Antonelli only got a couple more points when he joined us, and there wasn't much in the championship as well, so we'll simulate on. Tune into next video to see what happens and see how the start of next season goes and what drivers we have. But anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.